Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how much Luna tokens you need to make you a millionaire. Now, this is going to be a very interesting video because it's going to surprise many of you. A lot of people think there's just one magic number, for example, 1,000,000 tokens, maybe 500,000 tokens, etc. But the elephant in the room is the timeline. How long do you want to hold? Now, I've already gone over percentage gains, how high this thing can potentially climb, and areas that we want to look to sell at. If you haven't watched those videos, I suggest you watch them after this. And in fact, before I get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you've seen in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join a Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. Now, let's say this project can hit around, in the short term, let's just say 10 cents, right? Now, personally, I always say work with what you currently have. Do not overstretch the limit. So for example, let's say you can only afford 1,000,000 tokens. Try not to push yourself to buy 5 million or 10 million, because what will end up happening is you will never hold the coin long enough to actually reap the rewards, right? So here's a classic example. Let's say one was to buy Luna right now, and let's say you wanted to buy 1,000,000 tokens because that's what you can currently afford. So you buy 1,000,000 tokens comfortably without any panic. You can comfortably hold this for years on end until price hits $1, and you can do that comfortably because you've invested money that you can actually afford, and you're not stressing or panicking or constantly looking at the charts. Whereas somebody that maybe could only afford 1,000,000 but they end up overstretching themselves and buy maybe, let's say, 5 to 10 million, what ends up happening is they will leave as soon as they see any major pump because they just want to get their money out as quick as possible. Or they could end up actually selling in the loss because let's say the market is down at this level for, let's say, 6 months to a year. What will they do? They'll sell at a loss and say, look, I can't afford to have this money in, so therefore I need to pull it out. So therefore they miss out on the opportunity. So the actual, the elephant in the room here is literally time and what you can afford. So if that's 500,000 tokens, then go for 500,000 tokens. Yes, you may have to wait longer than somebody that has, let's say, 10 million tokens or 1 million token even, or let's say 5 million tokens, but at least you will have the patience to wait without feeling uncomfortable, without pulling out too early, etc. So there's no real, specific amount one should be holding. I always just say whatever you're comfortable with, but if I was to pick out a number, a solid number, I would say that most people should maybe strive to go for maybe 1,000,000 Luna Classic tokens. I would say 1 million, 5 or 10. Those are the magic sweet spots for majority of the people that are going to be watching this. Fair enough, people like myself that maybe have a larger pool of capital to play with, etc., then of course you can go for a lot more than somebody that would, let's say, only buy 500,000 or something like that. But at the same time, it still has to make sense, right? I don't believe, and again, guys, not many of you watching this may not agree with this, but I personally believe that projects like this, after what's happened, the 90% wipeout, I don't believe Luna Classic should be 100% of one's crypto portfolio, or even 50% of your crypto portfolio, right? And obviously that depends on how big your portfolio size is and whether you actually have a crypto portfolio. And if you're confused at the moment, then definitely click the links out in my bio and learn more about this, because honestly, these details, this information is essentially what's going to allow you to hit your financial goals in the crypto market. So if you do want to learn more, sign up for one of our one-to-ones, link in the description, or join our Crypto Crew Premium channel, where we'll have our other 100x gems, our other major projects that we have as well. Again, links in the description. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe. But to conclude this video, just in case it went past your head, the truth is, it doesn't really matter how much you own. The only thing that's important is, can you hold for the period of time required to actually hit that financial figure that you want? And are you investing money that you can afford? If you literally just focus on those two, you can beat someone, you can outperform someone that maybe just plows in their life savings to buy, let's say, 5 to 10 million Luna coins. So it's all about timing, it's all about patience, and it's all about playing with money you can afford, so you can actually be patient to wait out the process. But again, if I had to pick solid Luna Classic numbers for the average person, I would say 1 million is a good amount, and then next target would be 5, and then of course 10. So it'll be 1, 5, or 10. And obviously if you have anything above 1, they're still great, but those are solid figures. Now obviously the more you have, the less you actually have to wait this out if it does start to pump to, let's say, key levels. But that's it for now, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope it wasn't confusing for you, and I hope it gave you more clarity rather than just chasing these ballpark figures that really you can't afford. And if you do it, what will end up happening is you'll sell too early, or you could end up selling at a loss just because you need that capital. So anyway, that's it for now. Until the next update, guys, seize the day.